Oil prices, they're plunging by historic amounts today. The Alberta benchmark, which is Western Canadian Select, has done something many people might think impossible. The price was negative. Our business host, Scott Peterson, is on the story. You know, I'm thinking about that. Does it mean you just can't even give this stuff away, Alberta oil?
That's exactly what it means. For a few minutes last night, you could have showed up with a pickup truck and be paid to take away a few barrels of oil. And this has to do with a global story that there's just too much oil being produced, whether it's in Texas, whether it's in Alberta, and negative pricing, which Jason Kennedy called for in a tweet last night, a series of tweets trying to buffet up the province as far as trying to get Ottawa to help. But basically, he's saying that Western Canadian Select oil is now trading at negative prices, killing and delaying pipelines, landlocked us. Goes on to say COVID-19 collapsed demand in the Russian-Saudi price, also surged the supply, a dangerous combination. So Western Canadian Select, there was also a technical glitch here that there's a future contract that's involved, and generally there's one way to look at it is this: it trades at a discount to Western Texas oil. If we take a look at that board, that is trading right now at about 21-year lows. That had a historic plunge last night and this morning. Take a look at that. So West Texas oil is what they have for the refined crude stuff down in Texas, $11.65. Generally, Western Canadian Select trades at about $14 to $15 below that pricing, and so that's where you get the negative equation into it as well. But there's a lot of sort of technical glitches here as far as future contracts that's making the price of Western Canadian Select appear not negative. Take a look at this next chart here. This is Western Canadian Select right now. It has recovered somewhat, $7.78 a barrel. That's down $3.34. Still at that price level, who could make money at that? So we're watching that very closely, as is Jason Kennedy sounding the warning bell for Ottawa to step in and help. There's an estimated about 500,000 jobs as far as 2007. If we look at the rest of the markets as well, and they're responding to this very negative as well. We look at the resource sector within the TSX, where there's the Canadian dollar along with the euro and the British pound negative. But if we take a live look at the markets as well, they're doing things very negative this morning. The Dow Jones down about 357, the TSX down 124, and we're looking at energy stocks across the board to the downside. Husky Energy, Vermilion, Meg Energy, Cenovus, all negative today on this negative pricing, and not just negative pricing for Western Canadian Select, but the prospect of too much oil being produced, Suhana, around the world.
Thank you, Scott.
You bet.